Deep breath in. Hello, friends. Nancy Sophia Ruby here, and this is Yoga 101. And what I'm excited about is just dropping in for 10 minutes at a time with a little nugget of information channeled down, downloaded from all of my previous teachers, my teachers' teachers, the stream of teachers that have helped bring yoga to us in this day and age. And a little bit goes a long way. So, little golden nuggets as we go back to the roots of yoga. And as with any plant, the roots are strong as they go deep and wide, and it does help plants sometimes to replant them. We might need to dig some soil up and loosen up the ground around those roots and give more spaciousness, more expansion, and opportunity to expand a little further. I'm going to take my glasses off for right now. And I just really allow ourselves to bring a new perspective and freshen up our relationship with yoga. So I hope that's what these classes will do for you. These talks, I love it when you give me feedback in the chat below. It helps direct things. So right now we're going to drop into the embodiment of yoga. So we talked yesterday on class 1 about what is the big picture of yoga, what is the ultimate definition of yoga, which is liberation from suffering. And how do we do that? How do we become free from suffering? Well, it takes a lot of dedication to the care and attention given to all the layers of our being. And then yoga, Ayurveda, and many other modalities give us the tools for transformation so we can continually care for ourselves in all the changes that occur throughout our lifetime. Because there's never just one thing. It's a culmination of many things. Yoga is a path. Life is a path. And so let's drop into the embodiment of yoga, which is all about the first layer of our being, which is truly, here we are, this wonderful human form in which we dive in. We just had a new little baby arrive here in our Nevada City community this morning. Just came right in from the spirit world into the physical realm, and it's just a beautiful thing to have this opportunity to be human. What do you think? What I would like to share today is ways that yoga can help it just be more enjoyable. So I like to turn the growing of our roots, and I have a little poem I want to read to you, or a little quote that I want to read to you, because I hope it helps you feel the depth, the sensation of loving our human bodies while we're in them. It's the one relationship we are guaranteed to have our entire life. No other relationship lasts as long as this vessel in which we live. So take a deep breath in. Let it go. Maybe place your hands on your heart, and perhaps internally repeat after me, or since I can't hear you, you could do it externally as well, just to really feel these words. While I am here, contained within bones, muscles, organs, and skin, I want to care for the gift of my body. I want to feed it well, move it gracefully, and rest it deeply. I want to feed it well, move it gracefully, and rest it deeply. Those are pretty key components to caring for our human frame and all that it contains. So while we are here on this physical realm, we have so many systems just within our physicality. So we have our skin, our integumentary system, breathing our way into being, feeling so many things. We have the fascial system, which is holding everything and connecting in a network that has all of our memories within it, not only our movement, but connects everything. We have our muscles, our bones, our organs, our glands, and within all that, there's all different tissues. There's the breath. All of this contained within us, these systems, and we'll go into the individual systems over time as well. Today I just want you to recognize that there's, what I look at, there's basically 12 major systems. That's a lot of systems to take care of. Thank goodness they're connected and they affect each other so that they can either help each other or hinder each other. And we're here to help, right? We want to help our bodies to operate well, to communicate. And how are we going to do that? So that's what we're going to drop in today from the perspective of yoga, okay? How does yoga help us care for our precious human body? Well, the most common aspect of yoga in the West is Hatha yoga, and I spoke to that in class 1, so go back and check that out. What is Hatha yoga? So that physical aspect of yoga, the asana, the postures, the movement, very, very important to move our body in all directions. To take care of our body, we need to move. If we get sedentary, everything inside of us gets sedentary, right? So we need to keep moving. That's the most important thing. And in this day and age, in the world of technology, unfortunately, that is a challenge. Isn't it crazy that it's challenging to move? And that's what we're meant to do. So as we move on in this class, I'm going to give you some really simple, functional lifestyle changes you can make, just an awareness that can change everything, so that your day-to-day life is all about movement. You don't have to set another time, go to the gym, work out, set an hour aside on your yoga mat, do some yoga. That's great, but that's a formal practice. However, there's a lot of opportunity in the course of our day, how we move through our world, that we can utilize to help take care of our body, to strengthen it, to build stamina, to allow movement, create balance. All of that can be done during the course of our everyday life. And that's what I look forward to sharing with you. But today we're just going to chat about it. So one of my most significant lessons from one of my primary teachers, TKV, Desikachar, one of the yoga masters that first brought yoga, Hatha yoga, into knowledge in the Western world here in the United States in the last 50 years. And he taught me this after studying many types of Hatha yoga that were quite formalized and pretty much having a routine and having a system and having a format, which all served me well. And then I met Mr. Desikachar, and he taught me this. The only authentic yoga is the one that works for each person according to circumstances and needs, and there are many possibilities. So when someone asks me what kind of yoga I teach, I've come to simply answer that question with teaching the yoga that is needed in the moment so that we feel good and it's effective. So yes, there's many different approaches to Hatha yoga. Today I'm going to talk more generally about why it works. And then you, my friend, will take a good look at what kind of yoga you're practicing, what type of yoga you're interested in. Allow yourself the opportunity to try something new and different. You never know what's going to affect you. And then in the end, really apply yourself to your yoga, your very own, drawing from these different formulas that are handed down through other teachers who are simply people learning about yoga from their teachers and opening that channel of wisdom. Okay? So what's my time here? 5 more minutes. So this is the deal. Yoga therapy is how I view the Hatha yoga, because if we're looking at the individual, we need to look at how it's going to affect us individually. It should, of course, be considered a healing journey. So we don't want to injure ourselves. Hey, we've all injured ourselves in yoga. We can injure ourselves in anything by overdoing. So we learn, right? We learn from our mistakes, but let's remember that it's very unique to each person. You can even do the same practice as someone next to you, the same routine. There are many Hatha yoga practices that follow the same routine, and yet it can be a very different inner experience. So you want to select that which works for you and adapt it. That's the most important thing, is to be adaptable. Put my glasses back on because I do have notes here. and to modify it according to your needs of the day. So we're not the same every single day. Let's adapt. Let's be curious. Let's listen. And then we really want to respect our age. So what we practiced when we were 20 is not going to be the same thing we practice when we're 60, right? Because our bodies change, our needs change, our interests change, our energy changes. It doesn't mean it goes down. It actually expands into new territory, okay? You might not be focused on that super powerful vinyasa flow, but you might be really experiencing some grand awakening in your heart and mind, right? So adapt to your needs, your age, your culture, okay? And your religion, what's comfortable for you. You've got to be really comfortable with what you're doing so that you can sink in fully. And make sure that what we're doing is in fact benefiting our optimal health, okay? And it's truly healing not only to our body, but also to our mind and our emotions and our spirit, right? So basically, yoga gives us the integration of yoga helps with our daily health care, okay, modern day health care, by first and foremost being preventative. So preventative therapy is a way of checking in each and every day and being very attentive to how our bodies are responding to life. So that means we can catch things early. If something's not quite working right, don't ignore it. Just like your vehicle, you hear a sound, you take it in. What's happening here? I was able to actually save myself from an experience of shingles, which I even hate to admit that I had shingles. Isn't that funny that I'm like, me, shingles, me, a new hip. You know, someone that takes care of themselves, is hard for me to deal with the fact that things happen anyways. No matter how much I take care of myself, there's still the process of aging. So, but when I got the shingles, I noticed them right away, and I got in right away. And so I was able to apply the things that I needed to apply. Now the remedial stuff, the remedy that needed to take care of that, because paying attention. So first and foremost, yoga is preventative care because it teaches us to pay attention and respond. Okay. Secondly, it's a supportive therapy. Even if we are going through challenges, a new hip, how about for me lately, the retinal detachment, so my eyesight's been affected, and it's really challenging to my brain and even my emotions because I get frustrated. However, yoga gives us practices to support what we're going through when we're challenged in other areas of our life, whether it's physical or relationship, okay? So it helps us to respond better and to come back to source. And then, of course, the third aspect is true therapy, where it is helping to heal. So I've healed many things in my body. I've seen many people heal all kinds of misalignments and pain resolution with the practice of yoga. Okay, so that's it. There's three things that yoga helps with: preventative care, supportive therapy, and true remedial therapy. Pretty good, huh? It's really something worthwhile is to maintain and enhance your yoga practice by being committed. It has to be happening on a consistent basis. Okay, that's the way we take care of our health. It can't be once in a while. It has to be consistent. So physical body, the way we can take care of it is feed it well, stay hydrated, move your body in all directions every day, stretch so you are releasing unnecessary tension, challenge yourself to build your strength and stamina, and rest very deeply. So those are the ways that we take care of this physical body. Okay? So Hatha Yoga gives us an opportunity on moving the body, working with the breath, drawing our attention inward, so we're paying attention in that preventative way. What's happening now? What do I need right now? And then we look at how the body's aligned. So being an anatomy geek that I am and understanding how the body works through physiology, it's so important to have at least a remedial idea of how our body functions. So we'll get into different systems and we'll talk about that. And the first and foremost is just how we align ourselves, so the alignment of the body. So tomorrow's lesson is going to be all about alignment principles, the basic alignment of the body, and then how we apply that in every single form that we do. So this physical body has a structure that serves it well, even if we're a little bit out of that structure, we're moving towards it. So Mr. Iyengar taught us to enhance and maintain the natural curvatures of the spine. That means moving towards that center line, finding that alignment that allows your body to function well. Okay, so we'll play with that tomorrow. That's today's talk on the physicality of yoga and how we can address this practice taking care. So your light work, which is going in and really taking a moment for yourself to reflect on this, is watch throughout the next 24, 48 hours how you're listening to your body, how you're treating your body, what you're feeding your body, how well you're hydrating your body, and notice your level of rest. Are you sleeping deeply? So take inventory, and then tomorrow or the next time I come back, because this is going to be kind of spontaneous, be in order, but I don't know if I'll be here every day. The next lesson, however, will be on structural alignment for well-being. We'll see you next time. I'd love to have a response below. How are you taking care of your wonderful, precious human body? Just one thing you're doing right now, not something you want to do or used to do, but what are you doing today to take care of your body? Let me know, and let's move on and play with alignment. See you next time. Namaste.